Hey everybody, this is Evelyn, and today we're going to be doing a blending tutorial, but it's going to be a bit different. We're going to blend two different images from two different photos. This is going to be a weekend. Photo was taken by Serendipity at serendipity-wh@tstory.com, and this is of Chorong. It was from Tumblr, so is this one. Then we're going to go to File, and File, New, and we're going to make a new document. I'm going to go 500 by 750. And I'm just going to drag Weekend's image in, and his is really big, so I'm Control T, transform it just enough so I have some background to work with, and then we'll bring in Chodang's image, and hers is really bigger than his, so I'm going to image, and I'm going to transform it first of all, so she's facing him, then Control T. I'm going to lower the opacity and kind of zoom in so that we can get her face matched up with his. Don't forget to left the anchor, the chain link. And what I like to do is to match up the eye size mostly. She's still a bit bigger than him, her faces. So I'm going to make it a bit smaller. Girls are always, faces are a bit smaller than boys. So I'm going to leave it like this. Now we're going to go ahead and going to delete some of Choron's background. So I'm going to add a layer mask. I'm giving a round brush tool. And I'm going to just fade around like so. And I'm going to do the same we can. Layer mask, and I'm just going to fade around him like so. This is just a simple, it's not going to be like 100% fan fiction poster. It's just for the tutorial purposes, but you still want to make it like it's fan fiction, like it's a real poster, or like it's real in the sense. And I'm going to add a layer. I'm going to add a color in the background, do a light gray like so, shift him to the center like that. Weekend is a bit harsh on the top here, so I'm going to go ahead and delete some of that. Same with Chodang's image. Okay. So now that we have their images, as you see, Chodang's a bit darker than Weekend's a bit lighter than Chodang, and we're going to want to blend them into each other. So we're going to add layer masks, not layer masks, but more like adjustment layers. So we're going to work on Chodang because we want to make her a bit lighter to match Weekend. So I'm going to layer, new adjustment layer, and we're going to start with curves. And we're going to want to bump up the curves a bit to make her lighter. Or actually kind of just boost up her curves a bit. And we're going to, as you can see, it's kind of coloring Weekend's image as well. If you don't want that, what you're going to do is you're going to add a clipping mask. And what you're going to do is you're going to hold Alt down on your keyboard and then hover your mouse between the curve layer and Chodang's layer. And you're going to click, and it's going to add a clipping mask where the coloring only is on Chodang's layer, like so. Then we're going to add a new adjustment layer. I'm going to go brightness and contrast. I'm going to brighten her image up. Put the contrast down so that her image is more washed out like his. I'm going to add another brightness and contrast layer. I'm just going to do the contrast down. I'm just going to bump it down a bit more, like so. Then I'm going to add a levels layer. I'm just going to brighten her up a bit. And then darken it a little bit. And actually, it's kind of coloring Weekend again, because I forgot to do clipping mask. So I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. You see the difference. As you can see, she kind of matches Weekend a lot more. Now for Weekend, he's a bit not as kind of darkened in certain areas like Chodang. So we're going to go ahead and add a curves. And I'm going to bump up the curves or darken them. Maybe brighten them up a little bit. And then we're going to add a brightness and contrast, and we're going to bump his contrast a little bit so that his is a bit more contrasty than Chodang's, and we're going to brighten down his curves layer because it's a bit overpowering. And then we're going to add the clipping mask, and now they're kind of matched together. Chodang's a bit off, so I'm going to duplicate her layer, and I'm going to set it to soft light. And I'm gonna lower it a lot. And then I'm gonna add the layer, the clipping mask, because I just see they erased after when I duplicated her layer. Okay, so now they kind of match a lot well. Now we're gonna add a bit of coloring to blend them in together some more. So you're going to get your color dropper tool, your eyedropper tool. You pick a skin color from Wuhan's image. So I'm going to pick like a tan, and then I'm going to pick a color from Chodong's, which is a blue. Go to the top, and we're going to go ahead and go to Layer, New Adjustment Layer, and Gradient Map. Click OK, and then we're going to have this, which is our blue to our tan skin color. And click this, and we're going to set this to soft light, and actually it kind of colors them. Again, we're going to add another gradient map. Same one, but now we're going to add it to multiply, and we're going to lower it a lot just to give it a little bit color. Now we're going to add another gradient map, and this one could be any color you want to blend them into. I'm going to try the green to purple, reverse it, set to soft light, just to give more tone into both images. And the last one, gradient map, I'm going to do black and white, and I'm going to set this to luminosity, like so. And I see the images are blending in a lot well. Now again, Wuhan is a bit darker than her, so if you want to go and fix that, you can. I'm going to do so. I'm actually going to duplicate his image, and I'm going to set to screen, and then I'm going to lighten it, opacity a lot, like so. Or maybe I'll do soft light like I did hers. Soft light, and then I'll do screen. Just to give a little more, and then we're going to add the images. We're going to hold Alt so that they apply to just his image and not the background. And he matches a little bit more. I'm going to go ahead and add a levels just to brighten up his image more. Let me darken that, brighten this up a little bit, and hold Alt and make it so it only helps surface his image. And I think the coloring matches quite well. I'm going to do one last color thing. I'm going to go to my color, solid color, do pink, and I'm going to set this to soft light. And there we go, blending. Now you can go ahead and you can add extra textures or whatever. I'm going to go ahead and use my square marquee tool, and I'm going to go ahead and crop around them like so, kind of just get around them. I'm going to go to image, crop, or better yet, I'm going to save it first file, save as, and I'm just going to name it here, wrong, and then save it. And then I'm going to get my marquee tool and kind of crop around them, image, crop. Then I'm going to flatten everything, duplicate it, and I'm going to kind of make it a bit smaller like so. I'm going to control all V. This is just extra added adjustments. Then the background, I'm just going to add a solid color. Oops, that wasn't what I wanted. I'm going to make it a white color, and then just slowly lighten it. And I'm going to go to filter, sharpen mask, and just a light sharpen mask. And you're done. I hope this tutorial helps you guys. I hope you guys liked it. And don't forget to comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.